To start off, my opponent suggested that the alternatives to animal testing I previously suggested are already being used in conjunction with animal testing, but that they cannot substitute for the animal testing. I disagree with this because the alternatives I suggested are human tissue and human flesh. And so I don't see how testing on human tissue and then going to animals, which would most likely be rats or birds, and then back to humans would be beneficial in any way. I think it would be much more effective and faster to get to just test thoroughly on these alternatives and then go to human tests. And my opponent also said that Vioxx wasn't a problem with animal testing, it was a problem with trying to cheat the system. And that banning animal testing would make stuff like that more likely because people could just skip right through all these steps. But I disagree with that, and I don't think banning animal testing would make that problem worse. I think it might help it as long as we get laws in place that actually enforce the effective, strict testing that we should be having. And keeping animal testing will keep the bureaucracy that we have right now and make Vioxx-like things just as possible as it already has been. What we need to do is make a law that forces people to test thoroughly on these alternatives and then move to controlled human testing and then move to the market, and not waste time on animal testing that's frankly irrelevant. And so in that way we'll be getting results that are more accurate faster. And so my opponent also brought up the huge AIDS problem and how many people are struggling with that, claiming that animal testing will be able to solve that. But I think that if we just jump from the tissue and stuff like that to human tests, we'll be able to solve it faster without torturing animals needlessly. And we'll be able to get results there and cure these children that he's talking about faster and more effectively than if we keep animal testing now. Now, also, if we make laws that try and make animal testing more humane, then it'll be really difficult to enforce laws that are just making fuzzy lines in places that who knows where. And we already have the Animal Welfare Act that isn't working. And so we need to just ban animal testing altogether so we can strictly enforce that and make the other parts of testing more thorough and safe. And so that way we'll be getting these results faster, more effectively, and be able to cure these diseases like AIDS, like my opponent wants.